My private clients are always asking me these two questions. Is the market going up or down? And what would I get if I sold my house today? Well, in this video, we're going to get you those answers because we're going to go over the Brantford real estate market update for July 2023. And you stick around to the end, we'll tell you exactly what this means for both sellers and buyers. So let's get into it right now. There were 215 homes sold across all of Brantford in the month of June 2023. Now, this is up 13% year over year, but is actually down 8.8% month over month. There were 481 new listings to hit the market last month. Now, this is up 2% year over year, but is down 1% month over month. Inventory levels also jumped up during the month of June, up to 2.45 months worth of inventory. This is up from 2.04 months in May. So if no new homes came on the market, it would take exactly 2.5 months to sell all of the inventory that is currently available. The average day on the market for a home to sell also jumped, but very slightly, by 1 day from 21 days in May to 22 days in June. The average sales price for a detached house in Brantford was $784,950. Now, this was up 3.7% year over year, but is actually down 2% from last month. The sales to list price ratio also got bumped up from 99.4% up to 100%. This means that if you price your house correctly, there is a good chance that your house will sell what you're asking for it. Last year, in June 2022, prices were still coming down as they were correcting themselves from the highs earlier in 2022. Since its lowest point of December 2022, home values have been increasing 2 to 3% every single month so far this year. So not only are we seeing a balancing off of the market, but we are starting to see a return back to normal year over year increases. As we get further into the year, you can expect that prices are going to continue to go up, and the percentage price year over year is also going to go up because the values bottomed out in December. You will start to see the year over year increases also go up. Now, the prices are the same as they were in June 2022, and you can expect that they're going to continue to go up for the rest of the year. The inflation rate dropped dramatically in the month of May. It dropped from 4.4% in April down to 3.5% in May. This is a great sign that we are headed on the right track to hit the Bank of Canada's target rate of 2 to 3% inflation by 2024. Now, the problem is now the overnight rate hikes are starting to become a major factor in this inflation number. It actually accounts for 1% of the total inflation number. So if you took out the mortgage interest rate increases, we would actually be sitting around 2.5% inflation rate. The Bank of Canada did raise the overnight interest rates again in June by 0.25% to make the overnight lending rate 4.75%. So those who have variable mortgages did see another increase in their monthly mortgage costs. There is another rate announcement on July 12th, so it'll be interesting to see exactly what the Bank of Canada does in terms of the overnight mortgage rate. Will they raise it? Will they keep it the same? Let me know down in the comments what you think they're going to do, or have they over-tightened? Is it enough, or have they done too much? Let me know down in the comments below. Would love to know what you think. Because the bond market has been doing so well, we are starting to see that the fixed rate terms for mortgages is also starting to go up. If you didn't already know, the fixed rate mortgages are directly tied to the Canadian bond market. So as the bond market increases, so do fixed rate mortgages. So what does this mean for sellers? Well, to answer one of the first question, yes, the market is still going up. And this is very indicative of where the spring market is. And June falls right to the end of the spring market where there's a lot of activity in sales and usually an upward pressure on prices. Now that we are fully into the summer real estate market, you can start to expect the sales to slow down, but that does not mean that the prices are going to go down. I usually compare the summer market to the winter market. What you're going to see is less competition because a lot of families do take July and August to go on vacation with their families, so there's not going to be as many new listings coming up in the next couple months. With the sales to list price ratio at 100%, pricing your home correctly is going to be one of the biggest things you're going to have to do. You're going to have to look at what your neighborhood comparables are and price it accordingly. If you price it too high, you are not going to get a lot of interest in it. If you do price it low, what we are seeing on the ground is that homes are getting anywhere between 3 to 5 offers. Now, that's not to say that things are going crazy like they did during the pandemic, but we are seeing offers coming in and around the asking price with limited conditions. There is a lot of action with homes that are in the affordable range of between $400,000 and $750,000. Because this is the entry point into the market, there are a lot of buyers that are still comfortable with where the rates are and they have their mortgage rates locked in and they are ready to go, but they are only willing to pay what the market value of the house is. There is not too many cases where the house goes very far over what the market value is. Now, this is a special note and it is very neighborhood specific. Not all neighborhoods are seeing the same kind of activity all across Brantford. You're going to want to look at your specific neighborhood and see exactly who your competition is so that you make sure you can do everything you can to make sure you stand out amongst your competition. What we are seeing is a slowdown in what is available and what is coming out. There are a lot of sellers that are locked into low mortgage interest rates and they have no need to sell. So I believe this is going to continue to squeeze the inventory down, and with less inventory, it usually means that prices are going to continue to go up. As mentioned before, the summer real estate market tends to resemble the winter market. So you're going to want to do everything you can to get your house ready for sale. If you want our 10 DIY staging tips to get your house ready for sale, there will be a link down in the description for the free download. What does this mean for buyers? Prices have gone up 13% from their low in December, and there are still a lot of buyers out there that have a rate lock from 120 days ago that are willing to take advantage of this market, and they are willing to compete. Lack of inventory is going to continue to be a theme throughout the year. There are a lot of buyers out there and they are willing to compete, but not every neighborhood is the same, and it is really dependent on where you are looking. You might just see anywhere between 3 to 5 offers on properties that buyers truly love. Now, the good news is even though it's going into multiple offers, things are not selling for a crazy amount over the listing price. And even though there are these multiple offers, not a lot of them are coming in firm or with no conditions. What we are seeing is that offers are still coming in with the financing condition. The biggest concern for buyers right now is securing financing. The banks are tightening up their lending practices and they were requiring more documentations. I have come across more than one buyer's occasion where we got an offer accepted, put it in for financing, and the banks started to drag their feet on the 5-day financing condition and even asked for more documentation up until the very last minute, pretty much putting our offer in jeopardy. So my advice to buyers, if you're just getting into the market or you're thinking about it, start getting your financing in order at least 2 months beforehand. Make sure that you get all of your documentation to your mortgage broker or to your lender ahead of time, and make sure that they have all of the information they need in order to give you a proper pre-approval and to make sure that you are good to go on a home. With proper financing in place, you will start your home search on the right foot and you will be getting the ball rolling to find your dream home. There are still plenty of great opportunities here in Brantford for you to take advantage of. If you like this video, then you're going to want to watch this video right here where I give you an in-depth tour of Brantford, Ontario and the different neighborhoods. So I'll see you in the next video.